ULAB's first decade as a quality educational institution. To showcase our achievement, this whole week we are displaying ULAB's strengths for the community and the public. I would like to request Dr. Kamal Abdul Nasir Chaudhary, Senior Secretary of the Ministry of Public Administration, People's Republic of Bangladesh, Mr. Qazi Nabil Ahmed, Member of the ULAB Board of Trustees, and Professor Imran Rahman, ULAB Vice Chancellor, to do the honors by opening ULAB's 10th Foundation Week. I would like to request the guests to please come visit the stalls and then join us upstairs in the auditorium. Thank you. Our chief guest, Dr. Kamal Abdul Nasir Chaudhary, faculty members, colleagues, and beloved students, Assalamu alaikum and good morning. Thank you. I'm sure you wish to know about the history of ULAB. To give a presentation on this, I would like to request Ms. Juditha Allmacher, Advisor, Communications and Student Affairs, to kindly come to the dais. Please welcome Ms. Juditha Allmacher.
Thank you, Bushra. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and start that presentation, please. There we go. So I'm Juditha. I'm the Advisor for Communications and Student Affairs, and I'm also a member of the Board of Trustees. I'm really happy and excited to be here today. This is our 10th foundation, and it's just such a momentous time for us at ULAB. Our first decade, and I should say the first of many, many to come. So I was asked to give a presentation about the history of ULAB. I thought, okay, that'll be easy, right? You know, there's so much, you know, so it's just wonderful, so many achievements. And then I realized that's actually what makes it so difficult, because there's so many achievements, and how can I put that into a 5-minute presentation? So please, I request your forbearance that I will do my best to give you some of the highlights of the past 10 years. Yes, I'm going to miss so many things. I hope that everyone will visit our stalls and will come to our programs in the evening and learn more about us. So, first of all, we'll begin at the beginning. ULAB started with a vision. The vision of our founder, Qazi Shahid Ahmed. He was a successful businessman, but he wanted to give back to the country. He wanted to create something that was enduring. He wanted to create a place that would give back to the youth of the country. So he created an institution to nurture and create students to be real learners, to be our faculty to be generators of knowledge, and I'm going to come back to that. We draw upon the world's intellectual traditions to respond to the urgencies of the present. Only through such active and liberal learning do we build true leaders of the future. That's you guys. In 2012, a colloquium was held about ULAB with the leading intellectuals of the country. Beep. Beep. Nope. There they are, okay. Keep going, there we go. And in 2004, we launched in our first building, which you guys don't know, in Mohakali. That was our first ULAB building. And back then, we also had our first faculty members, some of whom are still with us today, I'm very happy to say. And of course, we had our first students. Oh, my butts, there they are. Some of our first students, first of 54 students. That's all we had at the beginning. In our earliest years, what did we do? We built our clubs, we built our foundations, we had our first scholarships, which are still have built up today, and I'll talk about that in a few minutes. In the fall of 2006, we opened our first Sanmandi campus, this building that we're in right now, our own campus building, purpose-built. We have modern facilities, we have a great library, we have computer labs, we have Wi-Fi. We also opened our field in Mohammadpur, which is a huge 9-acre site, which will be where our permanent campus is built. In 2007, we signed the first of our MOUs, many MOUs that we've done since then, with the University of Gloucestershire in the UK, which has been a great partnership for us in building our capacity for sustainability and for active learning. And in 2008, we opened our second campus, which has our iMac Media Lab. It has a cafe, ETE lab. It has screening room. It has a gallery, which right now is showing our student photo contest. So I really welcome you all to please come to Campus B and see the student photos. In 2010, we were recognized by the highest authorities as an institution of quality when we hosted our first convocation. And one more. There. Ms. Amira Hawk, who is now the Undersecretary General of the United Nations, was our first convocation speaker. In 2012, we had our second convocation, and His Excellency Jose Ramos Horta, who is a Nobel Peace Laureate, was our convocation speaker. And now in 2014, so many amazing things are going on. We're going to have our third convocation, hopefully this November. We have, of course, celebrating our 10 years here, and we have received permission for our permanent campus. What's been going on in these past couple of years? I mean, I just want to summarize just a couple of photographs here for you. Just in the past 2 years, we've had Tariq Ali come and speak at ULAB. We were awarded our first faculty research grants. We launched the Duke of Edinburgh's Award Foundation. We became a member of the United Nations Impact Team. We launched ULAB Television with Tunku Varadarajan of Newsweek. We signed an MOU with the Assumption University in Thailand. We held an international literary conclave with Bengal Lights. We received our first ever Fulbright and received this scholar Vasant Sukhatme as part of that. And we also had the speaker Bernard-Henri Lévy come and speak here. So it's just been a really active couple of years. We've been guided by, so far, 3 amazing vice chancellors. Our first vice chancellor and our founder, Qazi Shahed. And in 2007, we were then guided by the eminent scholar and professor Rafiqul Islam, who is now our first ever Professor Emeritus, and he's the director of the Center for Bangla Studies. And in 2011, Professor Imran Rahman has been guiding us, and is guiding us now, to our largest stage of growth ever. What makes ULAB different from other universities? I've said these 4 things. Every university wants to educate its students. Every university wants quality. What makes us different? Our focus, commitment, these 4 commitments: to sustainability, to active learning, our commitment to our student welfare, and our commitment to research. The Center for Sustainable Development is our oldest research center, and it runs extensive research and runs courses where the students can learn about issues of sustainability. This year, it launched a campus-wide sustainability reduce, reuse, recycle initiative called ULAB Goes Green. With our partners, the Boshundara Paper Mill and WaterAid, we work to recycle our waste paper. We want to reduce our use of electricity and air conditioning, and we want to educate our students on how to reduce energy consumption. Active learning. With the help of the University of Gloucestershire Center for Active Learning, we have established training with our faculties to incorporate active learning as part of their classroom. Students are not just sitting in the classroom, they are getting out. They're part of, for example, in this case, the Pitagore archaeological excavation. Students actually go there and are able to be part of that. They go on field trips, they go on study tours. They are part of research. And in the classroom, they're taught how to use their creativity, not just sit in chairs, but actually actively learn. We believe in our emotional welfare of our students, not just their physical welfare. We started the first ever Student Affairs Office, a fully fledged office, where we have academic assistance, we have emotional counseling, we have psychological counseling, we have workshops. Here's a self-defense workshop going on, workshops on sexual health, HIV/AIDS, all for the students. Finally, our commitment to research. We have 6 research centers: Center for Sustainable Development, Center for Enterprise and Society, Center for Archaeological Studies, Center for Bangla Studies, Dhaka Translation Center, and our newly opened Center for Language Studies. Our research is channeled through these 6 research centers. We spend the 3rd highest of any university, not private university, any university, on our research funds, which is, as of 2013, a massive 2.25 crores on research. We believe that all universities should be centers of research, and that private universities, because of their flexibility, can lead the way in this. We have 3 research journals and 1 literary journal, which you'll have a chance to take a look and see outside. We also publish many books through our Bengal Lights imprint as well as through others. We've just recently launched a new book, the first ever textbook on media in Bangladesh. It's the only one, and it was published, it was edited by 2 of our professors with huge contribution from ULAB. Since our humble beginnings with those 54 students, we now have 4,500 students. Over 3,000 of them are receiving scholarships. That is, as of 2013, 67% of our students are receiving scholarships. Many of those are full scholarships, either through meritorious or need-based scholarships. That is 7.9 crores that we're spending on the scholarship benefit to our students. Co-curricular activities. Again, we started off with just a couple of clubs. Now we have 14 clubs, and they're amazing. They're so active. The Student Welfare, the Sustainable Development Club, and the Social Welfare Club, the Film Club, the Sanskriti Sangshad. The kind of work that they do, they really benefit society and they benefit the community. I'm very pleased to announce that our Adventure Club has just made history. They just came back last week from going to Rupkund in the Himalayas. It's a mystery lake. They summited to almost 17,000 feet. Everyone in the Adventure Club made it and safely made it down. This kind of adventure allows them to go to the silver level of the Duke of Edinburgh's foundation. Our students are also getting out there in the world. International studies, some of them are receiving full scholarships to go abroad. We have students who are going to international conferences in the US and in Europe. We have students winning film contests, winning programming contests. They're getting good jobs in corporate houses, in NGOs, and even in the Bangladesh government. 10 years, only 10 years. There will be many, many more to come. We have a vision, we believe in it. We want to be the top among national universities, and we want to be a leader in the region. And this is our vision. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Juditha. I would like to request Mr. Qazi Namil Ahmed, Honorable Member of the ULAB Board of Trustees, to kindly come to the dais for his opening speech. Please welcome Mr. Qazi Nabil Ahmed.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Honorable Chief Guest, a very good friend of ULAB, Dr. Kamal Abdul Nasir Chaudhry, Secretary, Senior Secretary, Government of People's Republic of Bangladesh, Ministry of Public Administration, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Imran Rahman, Honorable Professor Emeritus, Professor Rafiqul Islam, Honorable Members of Board of Trustees, respected teachers, professors, respected administrators, and dear fellow students who are present this morning, I wish all of you a heartiest congratulations on the 10th anniversary of ULAB. We as a university have traveled far in 10 years. But to speak about ULAB, which has already been done, I would like to first say just a few words about our founder, Qazi Shahid Ahmed. He is a respected businessman. He's been a military person. He's been a publisher of newspapers. He's been active in politics. He's been active in different intellectual endeavors in the country. But one of his deepest ambition was always to set up a excellence-based education institution, which would be a university. For this, he went through a lot of trouble. We were the number 25 applying for the private universities. We were given permission, we were number either 52 or 54. That is how long it took for us to get the permission. But he never gave up. For 4 years he kept at it to get the permission to establish ULAB and get the permission for it. And his main ambition was to give back to the society, to build a society where there will be students who will be educated in values that we all cherish very much. To speak about values, we must speak of the vision of ULAB. ULAB is University of Liberal Arts Bangladesh. The word that is key over here, the key operative words are liberal arts. This was the Achilles heel of ULAB when ULAB was founded, but also now the strength of ULAB once ULAB has started its excellent journey. Nobody in Bangladesh understood what liberal arts meant. First of all, people confused liberal arts with performing arts. They thought it was drama, music, dance, pottery, basketball, whatever else comes to mind. But we who have studied liberal arts in many other places, me and my other two brothers, Anis and Inam, liberal arts means, it comes from the old Greek and Roman education system. Liberal arts means, as we all know who are in ULAB, to study everything that takes to build life. Not only science, humanities, social sciences, arts, philosophy, but also physical education, moral education, everything that encompasses what a life needs. So to start ULAB, the name liberal arts became a huge problem, even with regulators, government officers, government officials, other professors, other teachers, parents, students, everybody. had a confusion what it meant. First 2 to 3 years, I think we did few seminars explaining what liberal arts meant. The professors and teachers, administrators who are with us from the very beginning will remember those days when with a lot of effort we were trying to explain what it was. And thank God we did, with only one who has made liberal arts in Bangladesh a viable option. Students who came to study, parents who came to study, we were like, yes, you can do BBA in finance. Your major can be finance, but your minor cannot be marketing. You must learn something else. You must learn what life is all about. Be that philosophy, anthropology, political science, economics, literature, media studies, anything else. Because in life, education is something that is always evolving. The main ingredient in any education, in my view, is to have the ability to learn. So in life, as we go through, especially now over last 6 decades, and especially last 2 decades, when knowledge is evolving even faster and faster, most of the things and trades and tools we learn become obsolete within a decade or two. So then we must prepare ourselves to be able to adapt to the new conditions and learn new things to keep our professional life and our life as a whole viable. For that, the ability to learn liberal arts is the perfect vehicle. Here I cannot but share something that I've shared in many speeches before in ULAB, and I will share it one more time. Many decades ago, when I was a first-year student in a university in America, our president in his welcoming speech in the university told us what the definition of education was. And that has stayed to me verbatim up to now. I share it mainly for the students who are over here so they can share with their friends. He said, education is learning about something that you did not know that you did not know. I had gone to study as an engineer. I came out with economics and political science and did other things. So I'm hoping the students that we have in ULAB who are having a journey, and this is the best time of their lives, where they're doing adventure club, whether they're doing mountaineering, whether they're doing media studies, whether they're doing television production, radio production, drama, cricket, football, excursions. We hope, along with education, that they are making themselves into citizens of Bangladesh who can lead Bangladesh in the future in politics, business, economy, administration, government, diplomacy, law, medicine, in any field that they choose to do so. The journey of ULAB has been all these things where we have all traveled together to build a culture for the faculty, for the administrators, for the students, where we all identify with the ideals and values of ULAB, the ethos of ULAB, where we want students, we want faculty, we want administrators who are open-minded, who are liberal in their values, who go out learning new things, are open to new ideas. And that is one of the main things that we now see in our 10th year. From the 4th year, the very first 54 students who graduated, I still remember 2 of their names because one keeps in touch. Many of you know Ghulam Samdani Dawn. Many of you know him. The other one I know because his name is also Nabil. That's why I remember his name very well. So